But we should dwell on the achievement of Jay Vine, because, as Adam said, he had that horrific crash, one of the 12 riders to come down in the Tour of the Basque Country. His wife, we were told, was informed he may not make it, that he may not make it through. She was 22 weeks pregnant at the time. To come through all of that, to deal with the spinal injuries, to recover from all of that. And he was quite open on social media about just how challenging that was for him mentally, of course, as well as physically, and his wife. To go from there to then topping the King of the Mountains podium here at the Vuelta A Espana, that's the stuff of dreams, really, isn't it? From nightmare to dreams.
It's remarkable. He said himself he thought he might be paralysed after that horrific crash in the Tour of the Basque Country. And as you said, both physically and mentally, to get back to where he is, because after any crash, let alone something of such significance, it really does knock your psychological strength and how you feel about descending and taking risks, especially when you've got a baby on the way, and he's recently become a dad as well. So to come back from that is just incredible. And I'm so pleased for him personally that he's been able to take this King of the Mountains competition, because I think it means even more with what he's been through this season.
Do you know what? I feel like more and more it takes a certain mindset to be the very best in this sport, as well as the physiology, because the nature of the crashes that we see they feel like they're getting worse and worse. And we see the likes of Jay Vine coming back from that. We see Primoz Roglic, frankly, picking himself off the floor over and over again, crashing out of the Tour de France. We saw Wout van Aert as well. We saw Jonas Vingegaard with his punctured lungs. And it is that mentality that sets them apart from the rest, isn't it?
Bike riders are hard. There's no two ways about it. Like, hard mentally, hard physically. I think, you talk about other sports within the world and what there is, and even boxing, you get whacked in the face a few times. You try breaking your back and then getting back onto where they are now. And all the other bits, like Jonas Vingegaard, like you said, back in the Tour de France, getting a low-flying jet so his lungs didn't explode while he was in the air. That guy came second in the Tour de France. It's unbelievable. It's remarkable. But it just shows the efforts that the teams go through as well, and I think that shouldn't be underplayed. And there are certain teams with the riders that have crashed that do have the biggest budgets as well, which are able to offer that support to the riders. You look at UAE, Jay Vine, Jonas in Visma, and then Wout in Visma as well. All these teams got a huge budget, which are able to give the riders the recovery, the rehab, everything they need along with that. But it's like I said about the bits that we don't know behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on mentally, and the team will, and I think they will recognise that, and that's why we're seeing so many families turning up at starts now, that they're probably recognising that we do understand this is a massive part of your life, that's the most important part of your life, so we want them to be there to support you at the hardest times of your life on your bike, that's what they're there to pay to do. So if they can bring out the best of them by giving them that emotional support as well, I think it is massively underestimated, but not underestimated by a certain amount of teams at the moment, by the looks of things.
Yeah, we can only stand back and awe, really, can't we, at the performances and the recoveries, the mental resilience of these riders to even get back in the bike.
Competition.
I mean, I'm not even going to go that far, Adam.
No,
you're on your own there.